Hey guys! In this episode of BJO Battles, I will be featuring Revise and Conquer, Getting Your Life Together, Chem Studies, Cedric, and Captain Study. If you don't know what BJO Battles is, please refer to the video I'm linking above about the series. And as always, if you want to submit your bullet journal, please follow the instructions in the description box below. This first bullet journal was submitted to me from Nice over at Revise and Conquer on Tumblr, and she has an adorable setup of her bullet journal. First of all, the notebook she uses is really convenient because there are pre-made annual and monthly spreads in it, so she simply has to fill it up with her information. She can add stickers or washi tape to signify certain events, but that makes future planning really easy for her. And then she uses her daily spreads kind of in a traditional bullet journal fashion with the days running into each other, and she finds it makes it harder for her to future plan, but she solves this problem by using a lot of sticky notes and her monthly spreads together to remind herself of events in the future. And as each month finishes, she keeps a page for memories of the month, and I think that's such an awesome way to kind of journal and reflect on the past month. She also has some collections of things she wants to accomplish, some like pen swatches, books to read, as well as some masking sticker swatches. So I think that this is absolutely adorable, and I love what she's done with the system. Joanna from Getting Your Life Together on Tumblr emailed me her submission for BJO Battles, and she solved a problem that a lot of bullet journalers have because she doesn't have to write out her daily or weekly overview over and over again as time passes. Instead, she drew out her busy day schedule and her weekly overview layout and scanned them into the computer, and now just prints them out whenever she needs it and will glue them into her bullet journal. So she uses these spreads in a very structured way. The week before, she'll fill in the dates, fill in appointments, and start planning her meals. The night before, she starts planning out her tasks for the next day. And during the day, she will cross off boxes of tasks she's completed, write down notes, color in the weather of that day, mark how much water she drank, and write down at least one thing that made her happy. So this one sheet of paper really covers everything that she needs in a bullet journal without her having to spend like 20 minutes writing out and drawing out this whole layout. So I think she solved a problem with the bullet journal and really made the system her own. Chem from Chem Studies on Instagram submitted me her bullet journal, and she has a key that is mainly consisting of task boxes but also has a color code. And then she has her index and an annual spread that she uses to track her period. Then she has a tracking list for movies, books, and anime that she is currently watching or reading. Then she has her monthly spreads where she does most of her future planning and uses a color code for that. And in addition to that monthly spread, she has a spread for her monthly motivation, goals, and doodling boxes. I think that's such an awesome idea. And then her daily spreads, which are so cute. And then she started using a weekly spread where she highlights certain things that she needs to keep track of, as well as separating out each day. And then she has a page to organize Bible verses. She has a page for some doodles and quotes. She has a couple of pages that are dedicated to her favorite K-pop bands. And she also has pages for things she's grateful for. So I love her use of the bullet journal, especially with her use of sticky notes, and I think that it's absolutely adorable, and I can see how it works so well for her. Cedric emailed me his bullet journal and describes it as not an ordinary bujo. So first there's the index, and basically he uses page flags to mark the sections of the journal. So the pink section is used to track 30-day challenges. The next section, which is orange, tracks all things food, meals, water intake, brushing teeth, etc. And then on the next side, the yellow section tracks bills and cleaning, and the green section is all of the daily pages. So basically he has very disorganized daily pages in his words, but also uses a monthly spread for the beginning of each month. And so I think this tracking system is really, really original. I love that there is a division between different categories of his life, and I can definitely see how this would work for so many people. Amy from Captain Study on Tumblr submitted me her bullet journal, and first we have her legend, which she admits is a little bit more detailed than it needs to be, but I love that she has the flexibility to use many symbols or colors as she needs them. She has a page for motivational quotes and doodles, and she also has her yearly overview. I think this is such a cool way to plan for the future because she has mini versions of her monthly overviews with a smaller version of the calendar, and beside that, a section for important dates. That is just such a cool way to plan, and I haven't seen anyone do something like this. And next she has her monthly spreads where she also tracks her exercise, and then her weekly spreads. And I love that she's managed to structure this so the entire week can fit onto one page. That is literally so awesome. She has a section for each day, and then she has a section to track notes, her exercise, goals, and I think that kind of structure is awesome. She also has a couple of collections like expenses and tracking those, and books to read, and I really love what she's done with the system, especially her yearly overview. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel since I post videos every Wednesday, and be sure to check out my 8 Tracks Instagram and Tumblr. Bye guys!